What's up, guys? It's your boy Jordan. Go and watch the previous video. Go and check the previous video out, guys. It's all about abortions and the roles reversed. There are a few women in there, man. They really would believe feelings over stats. It's actually crazy. Go and check that video out and go and check my reaction on it. It's unbelievable how some of these women out here actually believe that their feelings are, you know, more correct than actual stats and facts. It's actually a joke. But yeah, you'll find all that stuff out. Just go and check out the previous video. But today we're going to be looking at threesomes. Apparently they're beneficial to healthy relationships. I don't know about that, but we're going to see what these people have to say in this video. So let's get straight to it.
Code. Like loads of teachers during the holidays. It's crazy.
It was a mad situation. So me and this guy were just talking, we're reasoning that he's offered me a drink. We're getting to know each other. Do you know what I mean? So then now it's time to get the business. The girl's backed off the jacket now, and he's just like, yeah, I want to fuck my girlfriend.
What?
Yeah. Did he film it?
No. I'm a prick. Fuck that. But then yeah, like then I just laid into it. You get me?
And he watched the
Wow.
He was just in the corner, just watching.
Just watching, bro.
Was he in a closet, like peeping out?
Was he beating off?
Was he happy?
This is what I think. I think he's got erectile dysfunction.
Oh, okay.
So he's just sitting. He's just. I don't know what he's trying to do in the corner, but nothing's working. So yeah, like that happened.
So you were basically rent a dick.
Basically.
How long are they still together?
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Shocked.
They're not.
All right, do we? So I have a question. Would that be what a healthy relationship looks like?
That's a no.
Cooperation going on there, bro.
That is ultimate communication right there.
That's sad, man. That is sad. Erectile dysfunction. That's a sad thing. I mean, I don't know what that's like, but it must be a very must be a lonely thing, especially if you're that guy in a friendship group that's the only guy who has problems with it. It must be a lonely thing, a lonely ride. But guys, if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, man, like, go to your local clinic. You can, I'm pretty sure they can put you on medication. There are other ways that you can get through that. I don't think it's a long-term thing, but that's pretty sad. That's a pretty sad story. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think that's funny. I think that's quite sad. That, like, the fact that he has to get another man in the room just to almost plead. I don't know what the girlfriend was doing in this situation. I feel like, what a mug you are, bro. Like, the fact that your woman's not going to support you with that, and the fact that she even accepted it, is just, that's just crazy.
At least there's compromise there.
That's a public enterprise.
They have boundaries.
Yeah.
I think the proof's in the pudding on that one.
No, that's completely true.
I think he had good intentions.
Well, at least she weren't cheating.
Wait.
Yeah, she didn't cheat.
She didn't cheat. She did it, you know.
When you saw what I did, she definitely cheated, bro.
She didn't. There we go. There we fucking go. We made it offer. We accepted it. We don't. This is what I'm saying. Why are you so damn deluded? See this woman here? I bet you she would be the first person to cheat. The first person. The fact that you've come out of that just shows what kind of character you are in a relationship, out of a relationship. Oh well, she didn't cheat. Oh, okay, but so it's you're so what, you're doing the right thing then? This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, as a woman, she should have more self-respect and say, do you know what? That's not right. You want me to have sex with another man? Okay, you may be going through this problem or whatever it is, I don't know, but you want me to have sex with another man, or I don't know whether it was her choice to make this kind of, this counter offer or whatever it is. But it's like, you shouldn't want to, as a woman. You should be like, nah, I'm not doing that. I've got more self-respect. You're going to be sitting in the corner while another man's... and look what she just come out with.
Well,
she belonged to the street.
he was consensual, you know. He wanted it.
Yeah.
I got two little holes in your story, though. You said you just danced with her and then left when she said... Yeah. She had your number, and she knew where to send the Uber.
She knows my friend. They study together. So it's like university, so she knows my boy. Obviously, I cut the story down, but she knows my boy, and they know each other's friends. So then, boom, that's how she.
So she actually went to an effort to hunt you down.
No, like we had each other on these times. Facebook was still a thing, so we still saw each other on Facebook. Right, so there was still like I kind of knew she was there type thing, but to me she had a boyfriend. She's taken whatever. So when she's holding my boy now, I said, "Oh, my boy's come to me and said, yo, you know, so and so's interested in you." I'm like, "Yeah." left it there. And then the text come through, and I was like, okay, now it's time to get to business.
I got a question though. Excuse me, I have a question.
Talk to me, dad.
Wow. Oh, simps, bro.
Michael, pull your mic closer. Yeah.
What would you rate her out of 10?
She was actually good food, you know. Like,
Good
she was
food?
Like
actually,
what though? Like give me a number though, because I need to know.
I'm gonna say, can we use 7? It's actually,
This incredible
No, you
device
can't use
removes
7.
50 times
You
more
can use
earwax
6.
than cotton swabs and lasts a lifetime.
You can use 6, so she was average. She weren't a damn model or nothing. If you're trying to use 7, you're trying to put her in the good books. Oh yeah, she was actually really pretty, but she weren't a model or nothing. Nah. She's a 6 then. If you're saying she's a 7, she was just an average woman.
a solid 7.5. If you can use it.
7.5.
Yeah. Serious.
What was her boyfriend?
What was the boyfriend?
Yeah.
See, he was an attractive guy. Do you know, he looked a lot like my man. I said to God, he looked.
Don't get me involved.
My own question. My question is:
Go on.
Did she call you again for?
Yeah.
for a rematch?
A rematch. No, yeah, she hollered me against though.
And was the
Wow.
boyfriend present?
No.
Like a
Ah,
subscription type deal.
But you know what? Like, it was weird, innit? So like, when I sobered up, that's when I was thinking like, right, that was actually a mad situation. So I didn't really go back there. He still hollers me to this day.
What?
He tries to introduce me to new women.
He's got another
Wow.
girlfriend.
Honestly, he will send me nudes and be like, my girlfriend wants Black Willy.
Oh, wow.
Serious.
The man
That's
bingo.
sad.
Yeah, so it's a proper cuckold thing. Serious.
That's sad,
So
man.
get me good reviews and them thing there. Get me?
5-star.
Recommendations.
Like with a
How do
friend.
you feel about that?
Literally.
How do
You get
feel
like an
about that,
affiliate
though?
link.
How do I feel about what?
Like the fact that, like in essentially,
Mm-hmm.
just you've been reduced to a sexual.
I
object.
don't give a fuck.
Like man said he wants the Mandingo 3000.
You're gonna give a guy a 7.5 gal, Brakadan, and have her come. What? That's the ideal situation for most men. Like that's privilege.
But that is the problem. Look at what you've just said, and you wonder why relationships aren't working. The standard is someone can call you, even if it's just to help with their black dick fantasy. Sorry, I'm allowed to say the D word. Sorry, black D fantasy, and you're willing to go there.
It's
And
not the
we
men's.
wonder why.
It's not the men's fault. It's the women's fault.
I think
it's the women's.
both share
No,
responsibility.
I don't think so.
Nah, not at
because,
all.
Like,
Not
women
at
are in
all.
control of sex. Men are in control of relationships.
Amen.
So yeah, so if they're getting all these hoes, like it's their own fault.
I mean, different
Well,
areas.
there's the guy taking the photos and calling him in. I
You
think
know,
he
I-
holds a bit
Yeah.
of responsibility.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not really. Not
He don't- he
honestly.
should hold no
Honestly,
responsibility.
not even the boyfriend. Because like honestly, who's the bitch that agreed to it?
It's true. For
Like
real.
that's
Yeah.
weird.
But then
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
sex is too readily available. Like, look at what is happening.
Well, I just think unless the birth control pill goes away, I just don't think that's going to change.
I mean, they're
so,
working on abortion laws.
Crazy.
At the moment.
Crazy, man.
People are up in arms.
Not-
abortion
not-
is illegal in
it's
the UK.
legal in the UK up to
It's
6
not
months.
legal.
It's legal in the UK.
It's not legal. If you don't have 2 doctors sign off on it, it is illegal to terminate a pregnancy.
Okay, but it's still legal for the Like, why do we always look for exceptions?
It's not an exception. It's not legal.
It's free. It's legal
if
and
one
free
doctor
here.
doesn't sign, you can't get an abortion.
Okay, do most of them sign? It's like I forgot. I looked at the number of abortions
Yeah,
per year.
they
It's not
be
that
flying.
slow.
Like,
Yeah, it's
Moleks
and on top of that, even here in the UK, 40% of women that have had abortions have had 2 or more. So is it really that
that
restrictive?
is a fact.
Is it
That
is
a
it really
fact.
that hard to get one?
It's not hard to
Like-
get one, but I think they
Like-
try to say it's not legal. But you're absolutely
Why
right.
do you think it's 50-50 though?
What's
That
50-50?
the responsibility of relationships and how it's going is 50-50. It's like you said, it's both men's and women's fault.
Because to some degree, like men, I feel like there's no honor on both sides. Women aren't honoring themselves in terms of their body and how sacred it is to have
Offer your
sex with
body.
us, because we're receivers. Whatever energy that man has, you're taking on. That's on
Well,
the
I
spiritual
think it's
side of
because the
things.
sex isn't that valuable. It's
That's
really
what I'm
it's,
saying.
yeah.
It's been
It's not,
devalued.
it's
And
easy.
In terms of men, there's not
It's easy.
that, like in my dad's time, if you were
That's what I mean. That's why sex today isn't. And I'm not speaking for people that are in long-term relationships. I'm speaking just in general. Like, it's not an exciting thing. Like, even when you're a teenager and you're coming out of school and people are starting to have sexual experiences, like, you get all excited. You end up doing it, and it's not. The hype was there, but it wasn't anything special. And it's just so easy today in this day and age to have sex and call people and go on dating apps and have one night stands, and it's just not respected anymore in this day and age. You know, it's just too easy. No one has any self-respect for their bodies anymore. And I'm not talking about men, I'm talking about women. You know, women are meant to be like the sacred goddesses of sex. They are the sex, you know, they are the thing that men get excited about. It's like, whoa, I'm gonna have this sex with this girl tonight. But imagine if you knew how many men she had sex with, you wouldn't be excited. You wouldn't, because she's just too easy. That's why I feel a bit sorry for women today in this day and age. Not the fact that they know what they're doing, but it's just like they're so deluded. It's like, you do know, like, the higher your body count, the less respect a man's gonna have for you, because they know how easy you are. Whereas if there's a woman with a very low body count and she's more than willing to put her hands on the table for you and lay back, whoa, like, that's a massive achievement for a guy. And I feel like women don't get that. They don't understand that side of it, you know. And I feel like that whole situation is weird. It's weird, man. Like, how your own girlfriend is having sex with another man in the same room as you. Boy, again, the man, that is muggy, bro. Like, you have no honor as a man to let another man sleep with your woman in the same room. That's just weird.
If you were having sex with a woman, you would be expected to do the honorable thing and make her an honest woman. Yeah. Where is this honest woman? She doesn't want to be honest. She wants to be having hot girl summer with Megan Thee Stallion.
Wait, where? Because throughout time, if you're gonna give a man pom pom, he's gonna take it. So you're only an honest woman if that's the intention from the beginning, but the intention comes from how you portray yourself.
But that's what I'm saying. Women have not been so free and open with offering themselves like
so what
that.
would you say, bring back shaming women then?
It's not, I'm not saying shaming, I'm saying bring back the sacredness of sex.
I just don't think you can unless you get rid of the birth control pill, because that's when you see marriage rates. Yeah, that's when
what are you, 12? You've been using the same stink stick since high school. It's time to turn your arm.
You see marriage rates plummet. And so I just think, like,
she's got a point.
That you could say make it sacred, but it's not unless you're a virgin.
Yeah, and everyone's women are up in arms about them possibly making abortions illegal. Like, so much women are angry about that.
Well, and even with I always see girls try to, like, raise their standards and their value, like, after they've slept around.
Right.
But it's like, you can't really do that. Yeah. Once you've slept around, you're low value. Basically. And it's like, and then you're asking, like, the next guy to pay more when you gave it to the last 10 for free.
Good point. Very good point. But then equally as well, guys be sleeping around too.
It's a small percentage of men though. And the thing is, like, are women really picking husbands?
No, they're not. They're picking whoever's going to lash them.
Like, I think
I picked
a husband.
And I picked
Tyrone is getting much play.
How old are you?
I'm 33. I got married at 25.
Yeah, but that's not normal. Like, in the UK, like, the average age of first marriage is 31.
You know
I was married young as well.
Mike.
I was telling her my story of how I met my husband. How I met my husband. And I'd got out of a long-term relationship and I wasn't willing to waste time anymore. I went on the date and I took some time to heal. I know, like, but I took some time out and then I got on the dating scene. But I was very realistic of what I wanted. I was told I might not be able to have children, had a lot of miscarriages, and I wanted to make that one of my priorities. I'd had my career, I'd gone to uni, whatever, and I wanted to meet a husband, meet someone, get married, have kids. That was what I had in my mind. Now, my husband probably thought I was a bit of a bunny boiler, a bit crazy. You lot will probably think I'm a bit crazy, but I went out there dating for the intention to find that life goal. And I'd go on dates with people and I'd be like, look, you know, I'm not saying it has to be now, but I'm saying I'm setting my intentions of what I want now. I want to get married, I want to have kids. Now, most men would probably think, and there was lots of men who were like, rah, okay, like, this is first, second date, whatever. But I think if you're not honest about what you want and you're not like honest with yourself, you're not honest with the guy, then you're just wasting each other's time. Like, I think these days people are very quick to kind of like jump into things that are, you know, casual sex or whatever. And if that's what they're looking for, fair play. I've got nothing against that. But if you want something more, you need to be like open and honest about that, because lots of people go into, and I've seen a lot of my friends, they say, you know, they don't want a long-term relationship, but realistically they do, and that's what they want. But they have pride, they have, you know, they don't want to be seen as like crazy to put that out there. And then guys are like, you know, then they're getting pregnant like 6 months down the line or whatever, or they're, you know, expecting the guy to be around, and they've not made their intentions clear from the beginning. So I think it's so important about, you're just wasting each other's time if you're not on the same page. You know,
so true.
Was like, okay, rah, this is a bit much.
Rah.
But he was like, I actually respect the fact that you're being honest with me, and it's refreshing. And I said to them, like, you know what? There was a lot of dates I went on, and they were like, no, I'm not on that page like this. Like, you're crazy. And I was like, all right, fair enough. See you later.
Next.
Yeah, next, isn't it? But
is it?
What I wanted, and I met someone.
Nah, I'm just joking, guys. I'm joking.
And you know, and we've got 3 kids now. We're in a good relationship, and we're both happy. So,
I love that.
I think that's really admirable, and that is something that makes I think you set a precedent at the start of your relationship. And I remember I went on some dates last year through I went with a couple of girls that I met from Bumble, and one of them, she said that she would choose the place we'd go because I was driving to her. Yeah. And she got in my car and she gave me a postcode she'd made up because she hadn't made any plans. And rather than tell me she hadn't made any plans, she gave me a postcode she'd made up. Oh, man. And so I was putting it into the sat nav and this wasn't coming up.
Can I have a drink,
And
please?
I was like, what? This postcode doesn't exist. And then she just made up some lie. And about 2 hours later, she tells me that she hadn't made plans and she'd made stuff. And instantly I just went, how am I ever going to trust this girl if she's going to lie about something so basic? The very first time I met her, and
so true.
There was no chance, no interest in a second. She was a nice person. She was attractive. She was a nice person, but she lied to me. Like she was a friendly person and things like that.
She tortured you for 2 hours.
If she is
driving around, she ain't nice. Yeah. Don't focus off the titties. Remember the person. That's not nice.
But yeah, if that's the precedent you're setting at the start of a relationship,
run.
Yeah, there's no way that's going to be healthy. Whereas what you're saying is you were basically like honest from the beginning. You were like, this is what I want. But I think that what you wanted is something very rare. And the fact that you're willing to state it is something very rare. I think what happens a lot with women at the moment, I know lots of women, because I used to hang around with a lot of sort of activisty types, lots of feminists and stuff like that. And now that with all those people I was hanging around with are hitting their 30s, they're all going, why did I spend my time doing that? Actually, what I want is a settled relationship. I want to have kids. I want to get married. And they're going, feminism kind of lied to me about what I wanted. And so that, I think that's more common than what you've done, which is far more admirable.
And isn't it feminism in its own right? Because you're advocating for yourself and your best self and your happiness self, like your happiest self.
As many of you know, I was just...
Fair enough, man. There was, to be honest with you, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad, man. I think they were talking sense throughout the video. I feel like you do have to be honest with whoever you're dating. You have to be honest with them from the get-go, because again, we're all humans. We all do have feelings. Yes, some express feelings differently to others, emotions, but you do have to be honest with them. You know, if you want casual sex, you have to tell them that. And it may be direct, it may come across rude, but you're just wasting the other person's time. If they're looking for something else and you just want casual sex, they're probably not going to want to have casual sex with you. So in that case, you go your separate ways, you have a nice meal, and that's it. But I feel like because we want to have sex with that partner, or we want a little bit of it, we want a little bit of the pudding, not all of it, but we want a little bit of the pudding. We lie, we don't say what our true intentions are, and then we end up in a scrap. We end up in a place we don't want to end up, and then, you know, all hell breaks loose, really. But I feel like the more honest we are as people when we're going on dates and all these things, the better. Even when you're in a relationship, you need to be honest with each other. If there are certain traits and certain things that are going on in your relationship that you don't like, you need to bring it up. I don't care how much it upsets the other person. If you cannot be honest with your partner, you shouldn't be with them. And if that annoys them that you're honest, and it annoys them that you bring up issues and problems that you're both not able to fix, you shouldn't be with them. Because ideally, that is what a relationship is. That's what a partnership is. If there should be problems, there should be arguments, there should be small twinges along the way, and if you're not able to work through them and be honest with each other and improve and develop, then you shouldn't be with that person. You know, it's the same with a job, it's the same with a business. You're gonna have problems along the way. That's just life. Life is full of problems and challenges, but we learn to grow as people. We learn to accept those challenges for what they are, and that's how we improve as people. If there weren't such thing as failures and mistakes and all these things, we wouldn't improve, we wouldn't learn. And again, the same thing, relationships, you learn from mistakes, you learn from each other, and you grow. That's how you ideally grow into marriage, you grow into having children, and then you have a family, you leave a legacy behind, and that's what you do. That's what we're here to do, you know. But if you can't accept all of those factors, don't be in a relationship. Be alone with your pets, and if you're happy doing that, that's fine. But anyway, guys, let me know, man. Do you think the threesome thing is weird? Do you think it's right? Would you even do it? Let me know in the comment section, man, because I feel like that is weird. Even when that guy was bigging it up, like, bro, like, that is weird. Like, how even having another guy in a room watching you, like, I couldn't do that, man. I'm like, bro, like, you're literally watching me having sex with your girl. Like, that is just weird. I don't care if I'm drunk, I don't care if I'm under the influence or something. That is the weirdest thing for me. I don't understand how people do that. I feel like you're just like, it's just self-respect, really. At the end of the day, it really is. But anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video.